Right before we get the Sephiroth presentation, a lot more leaks are starting to stack up, so let's talk all about it.
Block content.
What's happening, my block buddies, and welcome to a brand new episode of Blocked Content's Leak Speak. My name is Callum, and this is going to be your content for today. And we have a lot to break down, so I really wanted to get right to it. I mean, there's screenshots attached, and we have a lot to talk about. We're breaking through a lot of information that got in because of Sephiroth now being in Smash. It kind of already shows in a couple of leaks that happened the past couple of weeks, but also some leaks that actually happened months ago that now seem to be more correct. So, of course, every time something like this happens, you dig back in time and you can actually see who predicted Sephiroth, who predicted anything not happening, who predicted these certain characters, and of course, you can then, of course, cross out all those leaks that didn't end up being correct, right? For people essentially saying the next fighter was going to be Crash or Ryu Hayabusa, those things are not happening anymore, but every single leak that did mention Sephiroth, and there weren't many, of course, because Sephiroth was, of course, an out-of-nowhere super surprise, but every single leak that did mention Sephiroth is now getting put under a microscope. And of course, we talked about one 2 days ago that is already huge, the 5-channel leak, and of course, Reimu and Cosmos and Crash did show up in that leak today. We get to talk about a little bit more. Actually, information about Sora, information regarding Sephiroth and when Sephiroth was maybe even chosen, so the year, and the fact that Geno might not have ever been considered for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. So there's so much information to go through in this video. I mean, just think about the fact that tomorrow we're getting that huge presentation that Sakurai is essentially just detailing Sephiroth and his moveset. They already announced there are no other character announcements. So I want to dive into all the information of today, and of course I've been answering many of you guys' questions about Smash Ultimate and new fighters in our show Question Blocked, where I answer your questions. What do I think of your favorite game? How do you start making YouTube content? Whatever you can think of, send your question through to blockedcontentmail@gmail.com, and I will answer your question live on the show in our next Question Blocked episode. So okay, I want to dive right into things, and the first thing that I wanted to discuss was the Guardian of Scar Road. And of course, Star Road, yes, the Geno thing. I think that this Twitter user is incredible, you know, sharing all sorts of like Geno stuff for Smash Bros. Ultimate, and he originally says here 2 screenshots. One that was just recently posted on Smashboards, and one in a PM 2 years ago from Fatman on Ice's inbox regarding Smash Bros. Square reps. And of course, breaking it down really short, like I said off the top, Sora from Kingdom Hearts was actually considered, but fell through in negotiations. So supposedly between, of course, Disney Japan and Nintendo themselves. Sephiroth from Final Fantasy was heard back as early as maybe 2017. And Geno was never considered. So this, of course, hits big. I really wanted to kind of discuss the information that was in here. So yes, RE, I might know a legitimate Smash leaker. It says, okay, I'm going to come right out and say right now that Sephiroth is one of the main names that I heard the Square Enix character may be at a point, but wound up more recently looking more in favor of a Dragon Quest character, since I have heard that from the majority of sources and people coming to me that are aware of a Dragon Quest character. Out of the 7 names, the 3 I've heard that the character most likely is Sephiroth, a Dragon Quest character, Erdrick, Luminary, and Slime. Slime was only ever mentioned once. But Erdrick and Luminary are mentioned the most, to the point where it seems like they might share a character slot or something like that, if this is an actual outcome, which they could easily do. And Chrono. I heard that Square Enix character is not Sora. The only person I heard Geno from stated that they were told not to take that one seriously, which is similar to what the message you screenshot pretty much said too. There's technically an 8th Square Enix character I heard about, which was Arthur from Million Arthur, which Square Enix intentionally leaked to a department they view as lower, to the point where they purposefully spread that to the mostly out of disrespect and to see if anyone would be dumb enough to share it online, and any leaker to take it seriously, which made me laugh. So just with this, a lot to break down, Sephiroth actually being called way back when. That is totally insane. And also, of course, yes, we totally got Hero, the Dragon Quest character, and it did have skins for both Luminary and, of course, Erdrick and other characters. And yes, Slime is in the moveset, the taunts, never wound up being an actual character. So yes, this leak talking about Sephiroth and talking about a Dragon Quest character also talks about Chrono, of course, from Chrono Trigger. So that could potentially be something that's already been in talks, maybe the next Smash game, maybe a Fighters Pass Volume 3, but then it also mentions Geno, and to not take that seriously. So could this finally be the disconfirmation of Geno from Super Mario RPG in Super Smash Bros. Well, tomorrow we of course have that Sephiroth presentation. Maybe that will be the final nail. Maybe the character will be revealed as a Mii costume. That'd be very sad. I see that as a very likely possibility now, and I didn't before. I thought that, a full-fledged character would be the way to go there, and I now think that it actually might make sense to have the character included as a deluxe Mii costume, if anything. So yeah, I think that that's really interesting. And of course, we also get to dive into a little bit more information because the second screenshot was actually also shared, and it sheds a little bit more light on this Smashboards situation. So first off, we wanted to talk, of course, about Sephiroth now being in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and how that shakes up the gaming world, and especially Super Smash Bros. Ultimate leaks and speculation. So these rumors that we've all talked about, right? Sephiroth being mentioned before and having appeared in other leaks, that to me is very interesting because, of course, that really crosses out many different options that we saw before. So in this Smashboards post, it actually says, I'm going to fix some stuff because some of them are wrong or erased from stuff I personally know, since I knew about Hero in Smash back in October/November of 2018. Probably the only stuff I can proudly claim that I knew, beside Mario and Rabbit having spirits in Smash. Back in 2018, when names were thrown around for characters that Square Enix would get, that was said was that Geno wasn't taken seriously at all, that Sora has been on the table but fell through. Probably what Imran Khan knew back when he talked about Fighters Pass number 1. Chrono was implied to be a serious candidate. I got the name Hero from Dragon Quest with Luminary and Erdrick together, and Sephiroth. Out of all of them, Sephiroth/Hero were the most heard and the most serious ones. And well, you know the history. We got both of them. However, once again, for Geno not being able to take in seriously and Sora's talk falling through, I want you all to understand that this was back in 2018. From my understanding, the talks for Fighters Pass 2 are basically completely closed, shut tight when it comes to character leaks ever since Nintendo themselves goofed up with the SNK copyrights. Every character leaks that have been going around were like minus 10 minutes / the night before or just Mii costumes. But when it comes to the characters themselves, everyone is in the dark. So yes, a lot more information to share about Sephiroth and Hero now being an actual thing. Imran Khan's quotes about Sora now seem a little bit more legitimate as well, and also Chrono being, implied as a real candidate for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, to me is a big surprise. Now, is another Square rep actually going to happen? It seems like it's not going to be Sora if it's going to be happening at all. So I'm generally curious what you guys think of all the news of today. If you comment down below, that could actually be featured in our next video. And today's comment question is, well, who do you think will actually drop after Sephiroth? And as for previous comment question winner, our answer actually comes to us from our very own user, Sharon Loy, saying, blocked content, the next fighter has to be someone who can possibly stand up to the wrath of the one-winged angel, since Cosmos is an android with the power of the angels and the ability to transform her limbs into any melee weapon or firearm. She's probably one of the only characters besides Cloud and Shulk who stands a chance at beating Sephiroth. Cosmos destroyed a galaxy with just transforming pistol. Luckily, it was to protect humanity. I could totally see them doing a trailer of Sephiroth unleashing his wrath and Cloud nearly failing. Not many people know who she is, so seeing she can legitimately stand a chance against the one-winged angel could help people get into her character, the calm, kind, and protective android. Plus, it would be better to represent the Geno series as a whole and not just Xenoblade with Xenosaga. So Sharon Lloyd, thank you so much for your comment. I like the name, by the way, very fun. And also the idea here is to actually get those characters a little bit more live, like Cosmos or Cosmos, and of course also Reimu that a lot of people now talked about too, because all of those characters, including Sephiroth and Crash Bandicoot, were in this one big leak that predicted all of this. So isn't that insane, right? Thank you so much for commenting, and of course everyone, of course, a big shout out to our latest Patreon supporters and the super chats you guys send during live streams. You guys make block content possible. So if you want to have yourself created in block content style, or join me for a live discussion, or even have your own ideas become animations, please go to patreon.com/blockedcontent. There's a bunch of incredible rewards there, and they're waiting for you. And remember, if you are not yet a member of the Blocked Content family yet, hit subscribe now. Smash that like button and ring the bell for notifications, and all the news and fun you care about will be delivered on the daily to you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you around the corner where there's always more blocked content. See ya!